Welcome to ECE 460s, Working with Families of Young Children. I'm Dr. Regina Adesanya, and I am really glad you're here. Hello, seniors. I know there's some of you in this class that desperately needed this class to graduate, so I'm glad we were able to accommodate you. This is my first time teaching in a totally online environment, so I'm sure there's going to be some hiccups along the way. However, what I'm looking for you to do is to help me improve what I've done. Give me suggestions or make comments about the format of the class or what we're doing as we go along so I can improve the online environment and the online experience that you all have. I'm looking forward to this class because I think as early childhood educators, a lot of what we do is to work with families. We engage families every day, both as they drop their children off and as they pick them up from school. And it's important that we learn some of the concepts involved in working with families. We'll be using a textbook this semester that I think reflects who we are as people. It's by Amatea, that's the last name of the author, and the name of the textbook is Building Culturally Responsive Family-School Relationships, and it's the second edition. I'm expecting that you try to get the book as quickly as possible because the majority of your assignments are going to come from that book and require you to do reading and assignments every week. There are 4 major assignments in this class. Let me keep my glasses on because I really do need to read these. The 4 major assignments for this class are a family biography, where you're going to write about your own family, a research interview on cultural family practices, and I'll talk more about that as it gets closer to the time, a family engagement model, there's some case study reflections, and then there are other discussion board assignments that are posted on the blackboard. You do not have to do anything but follow the weeks. So for this week and next week, I'm expecting by next Tuesday you'll have posted the response to the question. All you have to do is go to the content and readings and you'll find what it is that you're expected to do. Click on week 1, 2, and you'll see what you're supposed to read, which I believe is chapter 1 in the book, and to also respond to the question about who you are to introduce yourself to your colleagues. Those will connect directly into the discussion board. I'm asking when you go to the discussion board that you write your response into the box. Don't use an attachment. It's easier for all of us to read what each other has posted if it's written directly into the thread as opposed to if you make an attachment. For some of the other assignments, like the cultural family interview or the biography or the family engagement plan, those will be directly uploaded into the assignment section and you will follow the instructions for those assignments. I'm excited about this because there's nothing more important than family, and I'm sure many of you who have met with me have heard me say that, especially when you come in with a challenge that involves you either missing class or having to go to an open house. And I encourage you all to be really close to your family and get to understand who they are. One note about one of the assignments, the cultural family interview actually requires you to go to another family of a different culture. Look around in our class. Many of us, once we introduce ourselves, you'll find have come from other places or have other types of backgrounds that we are not familiar with. Visit one of your own classmates. You don't have to look far for somebody who's a little bit different than you. So let me start. I'll start by introducing myself and telling you a little bit about me. Well, I'm a mother, grandmother, wife. I actually am in a blended family. My husband is Nigerian, and we have 7 kids, which means I've had to deal with being a step parent. In addition, we have had to deal with the challenges we face because of being from different cultures and also from different countries. I think we've managed pretty well. All 7 of my kids are grown and most of them are probably older than you. and they're doing their own thing in society, so that's a good thing. So I have a deep understanding of what it means to work with diverse families and diverse parenting styles. In addition, one of the questions I'm asking you is, what does it mean to build a reciprocal relationship? Well, I'll tell you a little story. Oh, by the way, that's what you're going to miss this semester. You won't get my corny stories and my jokes, but periodically I'll add some here and there. When I was a school director, I worked in a school where I had this one parent that would come in every single day. She would wear the pink rollers and the slippers, and she would curse like a sailor, and you could hear her all down the hall. Where is that MFing principal? I would cringe when she would come into the school. Her little boy probably was one of the most challenging children in our entire school. What I found out about her was that she didn't do well in school, and she had a big fear that we were also going to fail her son, that we were not going to do what needed to be done to help her son get the education he needed to be successful. And she wanted us to know that she wasn't having it. Now, the way she let us know was probably not that appropriate. However, it was her way. Over the course of the year, I had to work really hard to prove to her that we were out to look at the best interest of her son and to ensure that he received the education that he deserved, and that she would be respected and listened to as a parent. By the end of the school year, she was my most supportive parent in the school. In fact, even with her cursing, she would kind of tell the other parents that they needed to get in line and really support the school, because we were doing a great job with her son. And not only with her son, but with all of the children. Remember, sometimes it's not what they say, it's not how they say it, it's what they say and what they mean. And that we need to really reach out and build a relationship, listen to the parents, also engage them in appropriate activities for them. So I want you to hear what you think about that. And then after reading the chapter, I want you to think about, what does the chapter say about building family relationships? And does it matter? Do you think it matters? And in what ways? Lastly, I would like you to address what you expect to learn from this course. And if there are any other things that have not been included in the course outline, I'll be happy to adjust. One last thing I forgot to say. We will be doing several modules on child abuse and neglect. This training is authorized by the state of New Jersey, and once you get a 95% on the quiz, I will provide you with a certificate saying that you completed the training successfully, that you could put in your portfolio. I think that'll be a very valuable thing for you to have when you go out in looking for positions in the future. Hopefully, this will be a great semester. We'll enjoy each other. I'll enjoy the online environment. I'm still, the jury is out on that. But trust me, if you have any comments or any concerns, please get in touch with me. You have my email. There's also the message function on the Blackboard. Last thing, for real last thing this time. This is the for real last thing. Do not post your responses 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. If I don't get it, I'll let you know. But every single response, every single thing that you need to do is available on Blackboard. There is a content folder for each week of this class. All you have to do is click on that content folder. All of the things that you need to do for that week is in that folder. Any assignments that are needed are in that folder. Once you click on the assignment, it will post the assignment in the appropriate place. The discussions, I want you to write them in the box. The rest of the assignments, please follow the instructions. You may need to upload a paper. You may need to put them in use APA format, but you do not need to send it again to me, to my personal email, my NJCU email, or in the message section. So let's have a great class. I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm looking forward to interacting with you in cyberspace. How exciting. Talk soon.